All right, happy Friday, everyone. Thanks for tuning in, if you're tuning in. And it's going to be a quickie today, maybe an hour. It's 5:15 now, so we'll go to about 6:15 or so. Might have someone hop on shortly. But in the meantime, testing out, I got you can tell, a tilted board, or I don't know what it's called, and so I don't crouch over the table so much. It's killing my back. Makes it a little bit easier to work. Also, the camera setup is a little better. Let me see how the light works on this. It does make a big difference at this point. But I'll be working on this Hulk portrait. What's up, Rich? I'm like super chilled out today. Got my my second dose of the vaccine yesterday, and it totally knocked me on my ass. So I'm a little slow today. Smashy Hulk. Oh, okay. Looks like we got somebody else hopping on. Let me turn off the music. Hey, Gordon.
Hello.
What's going on?
Just hopping on here, just seeing what you were up to with this fantastic Hulk you got going on right now.
Hulk smash.
Yeah, sorry, this stuff on my screen, this is from earlier. I was doing a little requesting thing. People were just throwing different things out there, and I decided I wanted to try and do a Christopher Reeve like Superman, and then I kind of followed it up with the 1989 Batman. But
nice.
Whoa!
What was that?
That was thunder.
Whoa! That's some serious thunder.
Right outside the window. Yeah, I was doing some Black Widow earlier today too. She's probably a hot topic right now.
She's relevant today.
Yeah. So how's everything going with you?
Pretty good. I was just saying, I got my second shot. No, shit, 1 second. I got my second shot yesterday, and it kind of knocked me on my ass. So I'm in slow motion today.
Oh man, that's why I really couldn't understand you.
You couldn't what?
Just kidding. I said that's why I couldn't understand you.
Slower than usual.
Speaking gibberish. Yeah, well, that's cool.
What are you up to?
Just I've just been trying to finish up Ultraman. Been just sketching, trying to pound my claim sale. Let people know that that's going on. I did a bunch of new cards for it. Those have surprisingly, or not surprisingly, almost all of the cards claimed have been some of the new ones. So that's cool.
Rich says the Black Widow is awesome.
Oh, thank you. Thanks, Rich. Yeah, I actually did I've been doing this thing on TikTok where it's just a quick way for me to make content. So this is why I've really started doing it. But I'll just do like loose sketches, and then I'll go live usually around that time, and then I'll do like just be drawing while I do it. So that's what I was doing this morning, drawing that Black Widow.
Cool.
Yeah, and I have some. Oh yeah, I had another card that it didn't finish in time for my claim sale, Silver Surfer. Figured I'd show that one off. I didn't get it finished. Yeah.
Well, get her done, Gordon. Get her
I
done.
don't know. I don't know. Maybe save that for the next time. But yeah, let's see. I guess I can go through some of the cards that I've got right now and then just
Yes.
start
So what's
drawing.
left?
Well, strictly Marvel. I'll just do the Marvel stuff unless
It doesn't
people.
have to be Marvel.
Oh, okay. All right. Well, then I'll do it all. I've got a lot of APs left from Bombshells Series 2.
Let me hang on. Let me see if I can make your screen bigger. No. No, other way around. There. I don't know if that helps.
I'll zoom in a little bit too. Move my my fancy thing. So I've got these APs from Series 2 of Bombshells. Poison Ivy, Ravager, Hawkgirl, Wonder Woman. And I've got a few more. I've got Superman with his mustache.
So what was the thing with the
Batman.
mustache on that set? Or was that just
Is
something
that
you
just
decided?
like a 1940s thing? I don't know, but Superman had a mustache. He was really the only one. I don't remember any of the other male characters. I don't remember the others having mustaches, unless they already had one, like Sinestro.
Yeah, but I remember somebody doing like Wonder Woman with a mustache.
Oh, that was me. That was.
Oh, okay. All right,
that was me. That was something different. But yeah, so that was like a Movember thing that I did a couple years ago.
Okay.
And so I redrew it like 2 years later. I did it a new version of it. So that was pretty recent when I did that. I don't remember how long ago that was, but I did that pretty recently.
I'm gonna guess Movember last year.
It may have been. And here's some of these monochrome ones I did. I've got Justice League and Avengers ones of these left, but
because you did a ton. You got a bunch of those of the monochrome ones, right?
I did like 10 of DC, and then I did like 14 of the Marvel ones. And
somebody snagged up a bunch of them, if I remember correctly.
Yeah, I think I've actually gotten rid of like maybe 5 of the Marvel ones. So there was maybe 6 because I just got rid of the Black Panther one too. Yeah, but the Marvel fans are a lot more rabid.
They're rabid. They're savages.
Yeah, they are. Yeah, so I've got a lot of these. Some of these I really like. Do you ever have like a piece that you do when you kind of want to get rid of it, but you also wouldn't mind holding on to it? Like I've tried to make myself stop being attached to my own art.
Yeah.
But like every now and then there's just something that I really like.
Yeah, I have one that it's kind of an older one, and I was debating putting it into the claim sale again, but I'm probably not going to. But here, let's see if I can. That one.
Oh, nice.
But I really like it, and it's sitting in a frame.
Yeah, you've already got it all nice in a frame. You got to go put it on a wall.
I've never put it on the wall. It's sitting in a drawer in a frame, but it's like, I don't know. I'll probably never sell that one.
That's funny.
So yeah, I know exactly what you mean.
Yeah, and it's like it's a weird thing too because it doesn't last forever. Like sometimes I'll eventually get over it and be like, okay, I'm ready to get rid of this now. But there's like times where I'm just like, I don't really want to get rid of this.
Got too much sentimental value.
Yeah, which is weird. Later, Rich. which is weird because like a lot of the reason why you do a lot of it is you're trying to sell it or whatever. But I don't know. I've tried to like train myself over the years to not really care, because it's like you make so much of it that you can kind of just be like, well, I could always make another one if I wanted to. I
Yeah.
don't know. Oh, I've got a Miss Sinister. If anybody's into Miss Sinister.
Oh, yeah, bring out that Miss Sinister. I remember that one.
Yeah. A lot of these have come from the streams too. This Doctor Strange is actually one that I really am fond of too, but I'd be happy to get rid of it.
Yeah, find him a loving home.
All right.
Or is that going to sit in a drawer?
Yeah. Uh-oh. Actually activated something on my phone. Oh, let's see.
Is it Google Lens?
I don't know if I can, because remember we had that problem last time. I have to do that before. I didn't even think about that.
Oh, right.
So here's some of the ones that have already been claimed have been, there's been a Captain America. There was Colossus. Yeah, that Mojo was.
Yeah, that's not claimed yet?
No. We've gotten pretty decent eyeballs on everything too. There's been like 1,000. I think the engagement shows like 1,000 page reaches or something like that, which is pretty solid. I don't know. I'm curious how many people are in. Do you know how many people are in the MCCW group?
Over 1,000.
Okay, that's what I thought. Yeah. And I'm sure I got some from there. Oh, the Gambit got claimed, and so did the Bishop. Gambit and Bishop got claimed. Miss Sinister is still available. I'm surprised this Doom. This Doom is one of my favorite cards. That was from one of the streams we did too.
Yeah, I remember that one.
Yeah, it's one of my favorites.
And the Scorpion is very familiar.
Yep. But yeah, so a lot of these are still available. I don't know if I should bump the post again. Should I bump it again? I've already bumped it once.
When did you bump it?
Wednesday, I think, or maybe it was Thursday. It was Wednesday, yeah. Not Thursday.
And when's the sale ending?
Sunday.
So I'd bump it Saturday afternoon, saying 1 day left or something like that.
Yeah.
Not even bump it, just comment.
Post. Yeah, that's what I do. I just posting it or comment on it. Because when you comment on it, doesn't it bump it to the top of the board?
Yeah, because it's a recent activity. It's the same as a bump.
Yeah.
Typing in bump.
Yeah.
I need a bigger brush.
Those are about most of the sketch cards I've got, so do some sketching for now.
Sweet. So what are you working on today?
Maybe do some chibi characters. I haven't done any of those in a while. Yeah. Maybe try out for Marvel anime too.
When's that? Actually, I don't think they've announced anything, right?
No, they haven't. I have no clue. I'm just guessing. I don't even know that they're going to do that.
No, I think somebody said on one of the interviews that they're looking at doing a second.
Oh, okay.
So.
Who's going to be the artist on it? I guess they didn't say that.
No. So, I mean, if the wheels weren't in motion yet, probably wouldn't announce the artist, but
I'm really curious, like how many sets in advance, like they plan before they announce. Like, how many do you think they have? Like, not specific sets, because I know we can't really say stuff that we do know about, but like, how many do you think at once that they're juggling? They
gotta have at least a year up front.
So, but how many do you think that is in a year? Do you think that's like 6?
No, it's more than that. I mean, if you look at the last year releases, there's maybe like one every month, if not more.
But that's not typical, I don't think. One every month.
It seems about right. And between that and
so
the stuff that they do on EPAC only.
Yeah, well, that's true. I didn't even think of EPAC only, but they're at least doing Marvel Masterpieces and Marvel Premiere like every other year. They alternate those.
Yeah, 1 year
So,
Masterpiece, 1 year Premiere.
and Masterpiece, the time for that is probably at least 2 years to get that to wherever.
Right, to get the artist.
Yeah, get all
Yeah,
the
if
pieces.
not more.
Yeah.
I mean,
So,
it depends on the artist and the schedule.
and then they've been doing an annual every year.
Yeah. But that's not original art, is it?
I don't think so.
No.
They do sketch cards for it, but yeah, the base cards I think are just all
Recycled. And then what else? Like all the MCU stuff, right?
Yeah, the MCU stuff. Yeah, that's true. I didn't really think about it that way, but there really haven't been. There's been a lot of lag in those lately, I guess, because of the pandemic and everything.
Well, yeah, that's how we ended up with Cloak and Dagger and Runaways being EPAC exclusives.
Yeah,
I'm pretty sure those were supposed to be
and then
physical releases originally, and they said Black Widow's going to be EPAC.
I'm wondering, are we going to get them for all the Disney Plus series or not? You would think, but I don't know.
I wouldn't be surprised if we're going to see Black Widow. Not Black Widow, WandaVision. Hey, Jan.
Yeah.
Loki. Why not?
Right.
But
one thing, you got Hawkeye coming up, and you got Miss Marvel, She-Hulk, all those coming out. So
yeah, I'm sure they'll. Maybe not every. Like maybe some of them they'll merge.
Yeah, kind of like they did with Endgame and Captain Marvel.
Yeah. But yeah, who knows? I mean, there's no shortage of product really.
Yeah, and then they've just had X-Men Metal, so they've got like stuff like that, and like Flare and whatever else they do.
I mean, we know that there's Premiere coming, and we know that X-Men Metal's out. There's another set that people have been talking. Well, annual. They like I said, they did say Black Widow. So if you look, we're in July now, so there's Premiere, Black Widow, annual. What else do we know for sure? There's got to be more.
I don't know what they've already announced, so I don't want to say anything.
Yeah.
Because there's a few more I know about for sure, but oh wait, no, there was the one that just came out. What was the one before X-Men Metal? Was it Black Diamond?
Black Diamond, yeah. And then Unbound on EPAC.
Oh yeah, that's true. Forgot about Unbound.
I'm curious to see, because that, I mean, there's rumors or speculation that that's an ongoing thing. So they're going to do somebody else Unbound in a year or 2 years.
Kind of like how they were doing weekly.
Yeah, oh, and also weekly. Right? Isn't weekly still a thing?
No, they didn't do it this year. I don't think.
So what was Pack Wars?
Well, Pack Wars is annual right now, isn't it?
Oh, okay. I don't know.
Weekly, I think weekly. Yeah, because I haven't heard of them doing weekly this year, because usually it's started by now.
Right, so maybe Unbound.
Kind of felt like Unbound took its place, maybe, because I did some cards for weekly last year.
So I wonder if it's going to be like 1 year Unbound, 1 year weekly, and then that way gives them time to.
That actually is a good idea, because I wonder how long it takes them to. I'm assuming those are all paintings.
Yeah, like Unbound is going to depend on the artist, right? I mean, if it's someone like Freddie N or
Andre Alsh, yeah.
Yes, it's not Andre Alsh.
It could be though.
Hey, I wouldn't say no, but I might need like 3 years to complete 52 paintings.
Is it gonna be 52?
Well, it's got to be, right? Because there's a different painting every week.
Yeah, but when did they start?
Oh, they all have to be done. Right, I'm sure all
No,
52
no. I
pages.
mean, like, when did it start on EPAX? What I mean.
We're going to week 9 now.
Okay.
Okay, so Jan is asking, is there a checklist for Black Widow yet? Because I would want a Rachel Wise. I haven't seen a checklist. All we know is somewhere somebody said that it's coming and it's going to be an EPAC exclusive. So
I wonder why it's an EPAC exclusive. Just because of,
pandemic.
like, okay.
That's what they said on this one.
Mm,
But also, they had great success with what's it called, Runaways, and
did they?
yeah, that
Sounds
went really
surprising.
well. Yeah, Cloak and Dagger as well.
So funny.
Actually, I think I bought a Cloak and Dagger blank on the eBay. I'm gonna check. No, how's it look like this? There we go.
Okay. Sorry about that.
That's all right. Do what you gotta do. Oh, I lost focus again. Why did that happen? There we go.
Yeah, so I like the chibi style stuff, but then I've started thinking about, like, how do I make that fit on a sketch card? Because I feel like, yeah, it's more you I feel the urge more to be able to do like a full body kind of thing.
But you can do that on a sketch card, can't you?
Yeah,
Like what you're
I
doing now?
can. I just don't. Yeah, I mean, I could. I just don't.
Don't want
I'm
it?
not really confident in, like, drawing like really small. I just don't feel like it comes out as well if I'm drawing really small on the cards. So that's why I try to stay away from that.
Do a transfer.
Yeah, it's true.
Hmm.
Could
It's
do
the only
that.
way to do small stuff. I made a bad judgment call. Hang on, let me show you. I'm just like worrying at myself because I can't find small enough brushes to get it done. I'll get it done, but it's just this was a bad idea.
They don't have the small enough brushes at the dollar store.
No. They don't have small enough brushes at the art supply store. Oh shit, where is it? Nope, what am I doing? Oh my god, I left it at home. Let me check. Ah. Where the hell did I put it? That's never good.
Can't find it.
No. Oh, there it is. Wow. So now I got to start doing the facial details.
Oh man, yeah, that's. Oh man, yeah.
And the smallest brush I have is well, this is a 5/0, but I got a 10/0 too.
Just black her face out. Just
Yeah. But the request, like, oh yeah, she's gonna be angry. I'm like, yeah, she's gonna be angry, all right.
Oh man. Yeah, your emotion's gonna come out in that card, huh?
Yeah, oh yeah.
Two details that small.
Doing
So
the whole
this-
thing with a tiny brush.
So this Spider-Man that I did a while back this is actually 2 cards, but I just cut it at 3.5 by 5. So it was, if I could do it on 2 cards, I could fit the whole thing. But just going smaller than that just makes me a little nervous.
No. JD says, grab a baby chipmunk and dip its tail. I have no shortage of baby animals up there. No, I don't. But it's also cruelty to animals.
That's true.
Also, still not small enough.
Yeah, Yeah, I think maybe that's the next thing. I'm gonna do some cards. I'm gonna do some chibi cards. Maybe do like some of the Netflix Defenders, Punisher, Iron Fist.
But he likes a good chibi Punisher.
Yeah, I did one of him one time too.
Can't remember. Were you on the Punisher set?
Nope. I used to get like all of the MCU or like the movie TV ones, and then like I didn't get on any, and it was mostly like other stuff like Marvel Weekly, Marvel Ages. I guess there was Endgame. Endgame was a movie one, but then there was a couple other ones.
It's only the biggest movie ever.
Yeah. But I only got Endgame. I didn't get Endgame and Captain Marvel. Some people got both.
Yeah, I didn't get Captain Marvel either. I didn't even realize that they're going to merge it as one. I wonder if that was the original plan, though.
It doesn't seem like it because they had two different cards.
Yeah, it was different designs, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, so I think that might have been one of those things where they got delayed with something and just merged the sets.
Yep.
Because it was a weird one. I remember on Endgame you couldn't do scrolls, but on Captain Marvel you could.
Yeah, which is weird, right? So if now they're in the MCU, why couldn't we just do them?
I think you can only do them if they're associated with Captain Marvel because of the Fantastic Four thing.
Hey, but what about? I didn't even think about this. I guess because it came out before the movie, but Spider-Man: Far From Home, the Skrulls were in that movie, and
Spoiler alert.
okay, that movie's been out for like 2 years now. If anybody hasn't seen it yet, it's your own fault.
There'd be scrolls in there.
Yeah,
Yonder.
but they were in that movie. So why couldn't we do it on that set? I guess I didn't even really want to then. I didn't think about it.
I don't remember if scrolls were banned on that. Like, I'm not exactly itching to do a scroll. I just found it weird.
I think that set had to be in before the movie too, if I remember right.
Actually, I think you're right because I did Endgame, Far From Home, before Endgame.
Yeah. Yep. That's true. Yeah. All right. Let's do a card.
Okay, what are these things? Captain Marvel sketches were absurdly long odds compared to Endgame ones. Yeah, it almost felt like an afterthought.
Probably because there weren't as many. Oh wait, so JD's saying he hasn't seen Spider-Man: Far From Home.
He's lying.
Well, if you want me to tell you everything that happened, I can tell you real quick.
Do it.
All right. Let's just do it on the MCCW stock.
Oh, fancy.
Hey, and if anybody wants this the sketch page, just DM me and we can work something out. This Black Widow one. So as much as I love it and as fancy as it is, I'd be happy to send it to a new home. I've also got this fancy Iron Fist and Luke Cage one.
Cage.
And on the back of that one is Reverse Flash and Grifter and some Superman. So y'all can get a lot of stuff.
So JD's asking if you can tell him what happened faster than you can crank out a sketch. Let's do it. Let me put you on a timer.
I mean, are we really doing this? Because
you're doing it. That's it.
Oh, God, I don't want to ruin this for. Oh, if you don't care, I mean, yeah, I can tell you.
I've seen it. I don't care.
Okay. All right. If everybody in here is cool with that.
So this is, what are we doing? Homecoming?
No, Far From Home.
Oh, sorry. Far From Home, according to Gordon Wills. And go.
Okay, so they came back from the blip, is what they officially called it. People started reappearing. The multiverse is a lie. It wasn't real. Mysterio, he had Stark Tech that he used or that he had created to do all his illusions and all that stuff. And we actually don't even know if he died at the end or not. But the Skrulls were there. Sam Jackson, Nick Fury was in space, and the Skrulls were posing as him and Maria Hill. So they were in the Spider-Man movie. What else happened? Did anything else good happen? He made a new suit. Tony Stark gave Peter these sweet glasses that he gave away because he's a dipstick. What else happened? Did anything cool happen? The movie was okay.
Yeah, I mean, you missed the big part, but
Wait, what was the big part? That multiverse was fake?
no, the Mysterio outs Peter Parker as being Spider-Man.
Oh,
at
yeah, the
end.
very end. Yeah, so he
Yeah.
outs Peter Parker at the very end of the movie, and what's his name returns as J. Jonah Jameson.
Not J.K. Rowling? No, that's
Yeah,
the
no,
Harry.
J.K. Simmons.
J.K. Simmons. Rowlands is
Yeah.
the Harry Potter lady.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, so he's back, and yeah, that's literally the last. Isn't that literally like the last scene of the movie when he outs him?
Yeah,
I think
it
it
might
is.
actually be in the credits.
Yeah, I think you're
No, the
right.
credit scene is Nick Fury in outer space, and you find out that the Nick Fury and that was with Peter is actually a Skrull. And it's actually the Skrull. Is it the Skrull from Captain Marvel?
I
No.
think so.
Can't
Is it
remember his
not? I
name.
thought it was.
Maybe, I can't remember. What
I
else
don't
happened?
know their names. Peter made a new suit that had like black instead of blue, which a lot of
Oh,
people complain
Yeah, and
about.
he called himself Night Monkey because he was
Yeah, well,
French.
yeah, he didn't call himself Night Monkey. That's what they called him in the paper.
Right, so he was in France and had a different suit. What else happened? Aunt May and Jean Favreau's
Happy
character and Happy
for dating,
hooked up.
yeah.
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 MJ figured out that Peter's Spider-Man.
Ned has a girlfriend, and then he doesn't have a girlfriend anymore.
Babe. What else? Peter almost killed Flash.
Don't remember. Yeah, there was no Sandman or everybody was speculating that like those different elementals were going to be like Sandman and Molten Man and all that stuff, but those were all nonsense illusions. And that was a big thing. Mysterio, he actually was a former Stark employee, disgruntled Stark employee.
Who built the hologram technology that Stark used in Iron Man 2 to show
his younger self,
yeah,
his parents. So a lot of people didn't like that. A lot of people complain about how the MCU revolves around Tony Stark, but in my opinion, it makes perfect sense. Like they built the universe, like it was built on Iron Man. So I don't mind them taking liberties with like some of these characters' backstories and tying them to Iron Man. It kind of makes sense.
Yeah.
Now, I think people can rightfully complain about how like Spider-Man has kind of been Iron Man Jr., but the rest of it, like I think it makes sense that he would be tied to Stark Industries. But everybody has their opinion, so
Yeah, I don't know what they say about opinions.
yeah, they're smelly.
Yeah. They don't smell like roses.
Did you work on anime?
I sure did.
Okay. So you and Warner and Paul Hill, y'all all worked on anime, I think.
I think Montoya too,
Okay.
if I remember correctly. That was a weird set. Like, I sold all my IPs like
Those were
fast.
hot.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
sold them fast. And in retrospect, I should have held on to them.
That's funny.
Yeah, because that set just went mental. I don't think anybody expected anime to be as hot as it was. But I think to a certain degree, it's like masterpieces where it just hit that Magic the Gathering crowd because of the Palumbo angle, and a lot of
Does he
people got in.
Does he do magic cards?
Oh yeah, he's
Oh, I didn't know
big
that.
name. Yeah, he's a big name in Magic. So all those hardcore Magic guys followed him into it, and just for the art, not knowing what's what and things like that. So they went ham, and then um, with anime, it just brought in that anime crowd.
Yeah, the people that are into like the stylized stuff too.
Yeah, all the
sure.
Pokemon chasers and yeah, JD. I think you got 2 of my 3 anime APs.
You know, for the first probably 2 years, I did not really try and get rid of any of my APs. I just held on to them. So I still have a lot from like all the different sets, which I don't know if that was a good or bad decision.
Yeah, I, mean, I still have piles of APs, but not just because I take forever to get them done. I'm still working through my masterpieces.
Yep. I think I've finally got rid of my last Premiere 2017. I say that, but I have one that's like half done that I was just drawing on, but the others I got rid of.
I think well, and then occasionally you come across somebody selling blank APs on eBay that are mislabeled, and I've been known to purchase a couple of blanks here and there.
Okay, to keep my eyes out for those. I actually have one Deadpool left. I think that's the only one that I'm about done with, other than that MP17.
Were you on the Deadpool side?
Yeah.
All right, you said you did all the show stuff.
Well, Deadpool was actually that was a comic one. It was that one was actually really fun. It had a lot of like some of the sets, the subsets in it were like they were like spoof cards from older sets. So there were like sports cards in there too, but it was like Deadpool on them, and they were like comical. But then I think there were some Deadpool bomb cards. I don't know what they were called, but it was like him on like some of like the X-Men sets from the 90s, but it was like a reprint of it with like Deadpool like popping up on it or something. It was a cool set for sure.
I think that one just sold out recently, the EPAC version of it.
Oh, really?
I think.
One of my favorite things about EPAC is getting to see if like the cards get pulled, because sometimes if it's retail, we may never ever see them because they may never surface.
A black hole.
Yeah.
But even on EPAC, a lot of people just lock up their stuff.
It. Yeah.
Never see the day of light, the light of day, not the day of light.
Calm after the storm, the day of light.
I don't know why I'm doing this Hulk.
Is that a commission or?
Nope.
Pretty sweet.
Should be working on commissions, but
yeah, I should be too, but I'm not. I have, like, you know how I told you I was doing those videos for TikTok, just like the poses and stuff. So I've been starting to set those aside if they're ones that I really like, so I can kind of come back to them and do like bigger pieces later.
Oh, so they're kind of like prelims?
Yeah. And it's funny because I think it was Tommy, somebody's had that post about, you know, drawing characters not to sell them or whatever.
Oh, why would you draw characters that aren't in high demand?
Aren't popular. Yeah. And I was thinking about that. I was like, well, I mean, I just draw this stuff because I want to, like, I just draw pieces, you know, because I want to, or to have like a video or something. And then, like, if it sells later, great. But it was something that I got to draw because I wanted to. So hopefully somebody likes it. But if they don't, I liked doing it.
Just for shits and giggles.
Yeah.
Hmm.
But I mean, think about how boring it would be if everybody just drew like Wolverine and Batman all the time. Wolverine, Spider-Man.
Yeah, I mean
That would
that
get old.
that was my comment. Like, you get bored of doing the same characters over and over again. It's different when
Yeah.
somebody commissions it, but when you're doing a set, like a massive set, like, okay, how many times can you do Spider-Man or Wolverine or whatever before you just want to kind of challenge yourself or break the monotony of it all? It's different if
Yep.
somebody commissions it, but
Right. That was one of the things. Paul was on Deadpool too, and I remember he did a bunch of like random Deadpool characters, like Great Lakes Avengers level Deadpool characters.
well,
It's like Dr. Bong and like all these other random characters I'd never heard of. And he was like, "Yeah, I just, I wanted to do something different. I wanted to do some deep cuts." I was like, "Yeah, that's awesome." Dr. Bong.
and some people like that stuff, right?
Oh
So
yeah.
it just goes back to what kind of collector gets the card, right? There's people that just chase weird characters,
Hmm.
like Silk, right? Like, who the hell chases Silk?
Not me. God, I'd never draw that character.
No, you like Silk. Just think to bug JD.
I think I did Silk on one of the Marvel premieres. She was one of the bases, I think.
Sorry, Aces?
Bases. Wasn't she? Silk?
What's an ace?
On 29, no, a base on 2019, like one of the base sketches, like the single sketches.
Oh,
I think she was, because I feel like I did Silk for that.
yeah, I think you're right. Don't remember how many I did for 2019. I don't think I got all the characters.
I did not. I did 2 waves of it, and most of the characters I got on the singles were the exact same both times. Yeah. So it was funny. I did like 2 Kingpins, 2 Jubilees, like 2 didn't do 2 Silks, but like some of them I did 2 of, and I'm just like, oh, this kind of sucks. I was hoping to get different ones. But it was fine because I ended up having a lot more time the second go around, so I was able to do a much better job on the second set of them. I just never saw them anywhere, so I don't know what happened. That was one of those where it got sucked into a black hole.
Yeah. Like half my masterpieces, I don't know where they're.
And that's a shame.
Yeah. Let's talk about the dark underbelly of the sketch card world.
So I just found out there's I may have talked about this before a while back, but there's a card shop not far from me. I don't think that they do, at least I haven't seen them advertise about like Marvel. It's mostly sports cards, but they've also plugged like Pokemon and stuff. But I've been having trouble finding supplies.
Like top loaders and stuff like that?
Yeah, like
Yeah,
I still have a good number of them, but they keep going out of stock on the Ultra Pro website, and so I want to go to this place. I'm going to go to it this weekend and check it out and see what the stock is like what they have.
Well, it's the same equipment that does all the PPE stuff and the same raw materials. So that's why there's a shortage of them.
And that's why it's in every size too. That makes sense.
Yeah, because they're not getting priority on the materials.
Yeah, I've been wanting to get some like bigger top loaders too for bigger pieces and sleeves for those, because it just makes me have more peace of mind when I put something in the mail.
Yeah, I mean, I'm recycling top loaders at this point because
Yeah.
It's so hard to find. So I'm just using, they're scratched and whatever, but I'd
You
rather put it
know,
in a damaged, like a scratched top loader than just wrap it in plastic
right.
and cardboard.
And a lot of people are going to put it in, a one touch or something else anyway. So
Yeah, it
it
just
doesn't
has
really
to really
matter to
be
them.
protected
Yeah.
on the way there.
Yeah. Definitely. But it's
So,
like, go ahead. Sorry.
no, I was going to say, where can people find your sale items?
My sale items are on my Facebook page, which is Art of Gordon Wills on Facebook. And there, I think I had about, let's see, 9. There's probably over 40 sketch cards on there.
Damn.
And then I've got a bunch of bigger pieces and a bunch of like prelim, just like sketch pages. Like if people are just interested in like rough sketches and stuff, like when I'm just like this, like a sheet like this that's behind me.
Yeah, I can
Like
hear
that.
that by 11 with doodles on it.
Yeah, that kind of stuff I decided to put in there this time too. And I'm not, trying to sell that stuff for a bunch of money. I'm just, if anybody's interested in it.
So make sure to check it out. Art of Gordon Wills on the Book of Faces.
Yeah, the Book of Faces.
With all the faces.
Yeah, it's really cool though. I mean, I've noticed a lot of people have checked it out, so I appreciate people just coming in and even looking or giving it a share or whatever, even if you don't buy anything, just spreading it around. It's a huge help.
Spread it around like herpes.
That's right, except this will go away at the end of the week.
It will not haunt you. Unless you want it to.
Yeah, but there's been pretty good reaction to it, so that's been cool. I've noticed there's been a couple people that bought from me in previous ones, so that's always cool to have repeat customers.
Yeah, the community is really good. I find.
Yeah. My favorite part about it, and like honestly, I like doing commissions and stuff. That's cool, but being able to just like draw this stuff and people wanting it is even cooler because then it's like I'm just doing what I want to do and people are into it.
Right?
That's pretty awesome.
Yeah. I can appreciate that. You're just doing something and then it's like, oh, I want it.
All right.
So I got this board, this wooden tilted board, right, to stop me from crouching over.
Oh man.
And it's really good. I mean, still kind of getting used to it, but yes, I highly recommend you get something like that if you don't use it, or build one. I mean, it's just a couple of pieces of wood, but I
So
figured
there
I
is
had
an
enough.
adjustment. There is an adjustment to it though. That's what I'm like always afraid of because my desk actually does that, but I have so much crap on it that if I did that, everything would fall off my desk.
Oh, there is an adjustment from the painting point of view. Drawing, I didn't see any problem, but painting, because when I work straight down, I paint like this, but now I'm painting like that, so you hold your hand differently. But yeah, it's been good.
That's really important too because like yeah, if you sit and do this for any amount of time, your back it's a constant thing.
I've had times when I get up and it's just like, oh, I can't straighten out. Or my elbows fall asleep. So hopefully this helps. That, and I need to get a new chair because my chair is like sitting on a park bench.
Yeah, I'm with you there too. I need a new chair too. That's on my list. On my list of things I want: a chair and a website.
Yes, get a domain at the very least.
Oh, because domains, yeah, those aren't that expensive, right? It's like, how much is that a year? Yeah,
20
$20
bucks,
a year.
15 bucks, depending on
Yeah.
where you get it.
All right, let's see. Use one of my fancy tools in my desk.
Ooh, with those fancy circles.
Yep,
You gonna draw boobies?
absolutely. Oh man, so I never like use stuff like this on cards. I always just freehand it, but it really does make it look better if you take the time. I get in a rush and say screw it, I'm not doing that, but it is really worth it.
Because you try to bang out a card in 7 minutes. You don't have time for stencils.
I know, and if JD's watching, I can't take my time.
But on that note, you did really tell the plot of Far From Home or Homecoming in the last time that it took you to complete the card. So, mission accomplished.
Yeah. I don't know that I ever rewatched that movie a lot. I found myself like when I was younger, I used to rewatch these movies a lot more. The older I get, the less time I spend rewatching them.
See, I'll watch some of the older ones. Like, I really like the Andrew Garfield Spider-Mans. So I've rewatched all of them, all 2 of them,
Yeah.
several times. But I don't know, like the MCU stuff,
Maybe that's what it is. Maybe it's just the MCU stuff that I don't rewatch. We actually, I watched with my 8-year-old and my 5-year-old. We watched the first Andrew Garfield one the other day. They had never seen it before, and I wasn't really quite sure if my 5-year-old would be ready for it. He didn't seem very scared. Yeah, but he's a big Spider-Man fan. He didn't seem too scared, so it must have been okay.
Did he ask where's Iron Man?
He did not. He's never watched any of the MCU movies either. He's only watched the cartoons, and he's watched like some of the new stuff, but then he's also watched like Spider-Man and His Amazing Friends. So he hasn't watched too much movie-wise. Like he's seen Spider-Verse. He saw that I think when he was maybe like 3, and that was like his favorite movie. That's a little dark too.
It's a little dark, but I think because of the style, it's really easy to get past it. So if you're a young kid, that stuff doesn't resonate because you're distracted by all the shiny colors and the seizure lights.
Yeah.
Hey, Tommy's in the house. What's going on, buddy?
What's up, Tommy?
Speaking of people asking hard questions.
One of those adjustable desks to stand up while you work. Yeah, I don't know if I could do that.
Gotta try it. I don't know if I'll be able to paint.
Like drawing. I don't think I could do that. The last convention I was at, the guy next to me, my table neighbor, he would draw standing up while he was talking to people. And I asked him, I was like, how the heck do you do that? He's holding like the piece of paper in his one hand and he's drawing with his other hand while he's standing up. I'm like, how the hell do you do that? He said, I just do. He made it like, it's easy. Sure it is.
Probably just getting used to it, right? Like, have you ever tried to draw on like a blackboard or a whiteboard? standing up.
Yes.
I
Yes.
like this is not easy. It's like you just because you have to hold the pen or marker or chalk or whatever differently because the angle's so different.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, but you're right. It's just getting used to it.
yeah, and that's what I was saying about using the board here. Is just the angle at which I'm holding the brush is slightly different. So it kind of feels awkward at first, but as I work, I was like, okay, this is actually comfortable. And the other thing is right now I have the webcam in between my legs pointing at the board. So it's board, webcam's here, and my head's behind it. So I'm also kind of sitting weird, but I need to I got one of those gooseneck clamp things. So I just need to set that up so I can put the webcam like at the top and have it curled around so it's not in my way.
Yeah, I need to make an effort to clean off my desk to where I can have it angled like that because I think it would be beneficial long term for my back. As much as I sit down here and do that, but then I would have to figure out another way to do my my phone holder because it's not attached to my desk. It's like a it's got like a metal base and it just sits there. It's easy to transport, but it's much better on a flat surface.
Right. Yeah. I'm hoping to do. I was supposed to do a stream this week, but that didn't pan out because of scheduling conflict. So hopefully next Tuesday evening. I need to get my shit sorted by then.
Figure it out.
Because that's going to be a long, fun day.
A long, fun day? Is it going to be a marathon stream?
No, well, I'm going to work. Stuff to work right till about like 6 o'clock. Then I'm guessing the stream's going to be like 8 or 9.
Oh, okay. Perfect timing.
And that'll be a few hours. So I want to make sure I'm nice and comfortable.
Had a couple drinks in.
Yeah. Maybe some extra coffee. I'm just waiting for that to confirm because I'm really hyped for it.
Awesome.
And then I'll be able to share it and everybody can get excited. Or not. I don't know.
I mean, I'm excited about it, just hearing you talk about it.
Yeah, but you don't even know what it is.
You're right, I don't, but you made it sound like it's a big deal. Yeah.
What time is it? 6:15. Yeah, see, this is gonna go in a pile of shit that's never gonna get done. I don't get it.
Why? It looks good.
Well, if I don't get it done now, well, I'm gonna work on it again.
Can't treat the Hulk like that. That's like MCU treats him. Just throws him in a pile of shit and pull him out whenever they need him. Man, that was too harsh, but accurate.
Did you watch the Simpsons Loki thing?
No, I didn't. Is it on Disney Plus?
Yeah, it's like 5 minutes long. It's really kind of.
Oh, okay.
But Ralph Wiggums is the Hulk, and they do the puny god scene with Loki and the Hulk from Avengers.
The Avengers, yeah.
Yeah, and it's Ralph. This is so random. It's just random scenes.
That's funny. Tom Hiddleston voiced it.
Yep. And there's a scene where
paying the bills, you do whatever they say.
Yeah, well, there's a scene where all the Avengers are Simpsons characters, And someone's holding a sign that says, "This is what happens when Disney owns Marvel and Fox."
That's funny.
And they're just making fun of themselves.
Yeah, I can appreciate that.
I was gonna say, have you watched Big Hero 6?
Yes, that's a good movie.
That's a great movie. I watched it yesterday, kind of half asleep, licking my COVID wounds. But at one point, they go to one of the characters' houses, and he's super rich. He's got all these collectibles.
Mm-hmm.
There's so many Easter eggs in that scene.
I need to
He's
go back
got
and watch it because I haven't
he's
seen
got the Thanos suit in the background.
it.
And his father, I didn't notice before. They're walking down the hallway, and it shows like a family portrait. His
It's
father's
Stan Lee,
Stan
isn't
Lee.
it?
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
Stan Lee. And I was like, I don't remember that.
Yeah, that was a fun movie. That was a good movie.
I was surprised that they didn't really use the Marvel
At all.
name on that,
No.
but it
Then,
is a Marvel.
there's I don't remember the whole story. I heard him tell it on a podcast one time. But supposedly a lot of the elements that Disney ended up using in that movie, they took from a pitch that Sean Galloway gave them,
Really?
basically. And he was telling this on a podcast with another like former Disney guy. So I tend to believe him when he's telling this story. But it made me see Disney in a different light, which I guess, isn't surprising, but just kind of felt really bad for him when he was telling that story. Like I forget what it was called, but he had some characters that he had come up with, and he had pitched like some story to them, and it ended up turning into like Big Hero 6, which was already a property, but
Yeah.
just like the elements of the story or whatever.
Yeah, I mean, they did put a Disney spin on Big Hero 6 because it's not as dark. And I mean, the whole notion as to why it's San Fran Tokyo is because this is in a world where Japan won Pearl Harbor.
I didn't really put that together, but that makes perfect sense.
Yeah, that's where there's that whole Japanese influence on.
It's kind of a little bit like what was that Amazon show on that book?
Man in the High
Castle. Yeah.
Yeah. That show, I watched the first season, but then I heard it took a really weird turn.
Yeah, I had always heard that like the first season was based on the book, and then it kind of that weird turn was probably based on them just deciding to do their own thing.
Yeah, maybe.
But I don't know. I didn't watch the second season either. I just watched most of the first season. I had actually started reading the book at one point, but I didn't get through it. I don't have time to read.
Read. I don't even remember how to read.
What's that? All right, my Daredevil is done. So.
Oh yeah, so you can do it on a sketch card.
Yeah. I put most of it in there and changed it up a little bit, but yeah, it fit.
But see, I like that it breaks out of the frame, right? Because it tells the story and it gives it more action. What I think you should try to do next time you do one of these, to try to frame the background. So if you do like a 1/8 of quarter of an inch white border all around the background, but except him. So you see how it's got the white.
So he pops over it?
Yeah, so he pops out of the background and the top of the chimney, but then the clouds or the blue and the yellow ends like 1/8 of an inch away from the edge.
Huh, that's a good idea.
Try it.
Maybe I will try that on the next one. I'll do
We'll wait. It's only gonna take you like 4 minutes, so.
Nah. I don't know if I have time to do it.
No, I'm kidding. Okay, I gotta get my ass home. But
well, I didn't put any of my MCCW cards into the claim sale because I was sharing that outside of just the Marvel group. So I just might post in the group later, like in a month or so, just all the ones that I've already got done and see if anybody's interested.
Yeah, those are nice, man. I really like the Venom and the Loki's
Thanks.
solid. You did
I really
that on a
like.
stream too, right?
Yeah, I did. I think I did all of these. Well, Thanos. I think Thanos. I started on the stream, but I couldn't finish it because that was the one with me, you, and Warner. And I think I finished Loki, and I started Thanos, but couldn't finish Thanos. I believe. Yeah,
So
and I really
disappointed
like
in
these cards.
the stock,
Yeah,
or yeah, it's nice stock. Um, Somebody was asking today who's got him.
yeah, I saw
I
that.
think Warner tagged you in it, if I remember correctly.
Yeah, he did. So hopefully that means some people will be hitting us up for those.
Yeah, I don't think too many people know about it. I mean, the first one I did um, should be getting delivered today, but I did it as a test to see how much abuse the paper will take. Wasn't
Hmm.
meant to. It wasn't a commission. It wasn't meant to be a anything but a test. But somebody wanted it, so we might have said no.
That's right.
Right? If you want it, you can have it. But he even said because I told him it's MCCW stock, and he's like, "Cool, I want it. Let me know when it's done." And then when it came time to when it was done, and he's like, "What the hell is MCCW stock? Like, what does it mean?" So then I showed him the blanks and stuff. It's like, do people know about this? Well, apparently not.
Well, they did that one stream and they talked about it, but I mean, how many people were in there? 10? And we already talked about earlier, there's over 1,000 people in the group, so really maybe not that many. No.
Yeah, but I told Bianca about it, and I think she's gonna get some soon, and some other people. So I
Yeah.
think if I was you, I would maybe not use them all up.
No, I think I've used 6 of them. One of them I did sell. I sold a Nova one. Yeah, so I've
I
used 6 of
could
them and I think I got 50.
probably guess who got the
Yeah.
Nova one. The Nova
Yep.
Prime.
I'm sure you can.
Yeah.
Yeah, if anybody wants this sheet with the Daredevil sketch on it, hit me up. Just send me a DM or PM. It's available.
Still a couple of
And
people watching.
it might still end up in my art book too. I need to
Are you
start
doing
working on
that?
that. Yeah, so that's why I've been like curating. I guess I haven't really done a great job of it, but I've been like keeping all of my sketches and everything. And anytime that I sell anything in any of these sales or commissions or whatever, I try and scan all the stuff before I get rid of it, just in case I want to try and put it in the book somehow. So yeah, I'm
Yeah,
working on it. I just don't know what the hell I'm doing. So it's gonna be
just
a big
catalog
learning.
everything and
Yeah,
then figure out
that's
what to
that's my
do with.
next. Yeah. Oh, thanks, Matt. That's
Hey, man.
that's my that's my next thing with it. The next step is I'm gonna start categorizing everything, whether it's like Marvel, DC, something else, or original characters. Because I have to start figuring out how I'm gonna theme the book. It's gonna be a mix of all of it, but just the way that I'm gonna do it, I have to figure out.
Is there anything besides Marvel and DC? Didn't think that was a thing.
Well, there's other things like I get asked to draw random things all the time on my lives. So we've got Poe from Kung Fu Panda, and you got Naruto. We've got Mario characters. So there's I've got all kind of stuff.
I really like those blue tone things.
Yeah, it's cool looking. I thought
Yeah.
I was trying to just demonstrate to them like basic light source stuff, like just showing them like if you have like a white drawing, instead of trying to layer with the colors or whatever, you can use like a blue or a purple or something, kind of like you might do digitally to do something like that. I like to blueprints.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I can't figure out. I have several of Sean's art books. I have several of Derek Loffman's. I have a couple other artists' art books. So I've kind of been referring to those for like a template for how I would do it. And so now it's just kind of like mapping and outlining the process because I really don't know what all I need to do. And I won't know until I kind of get in the middle of it. I have an idea, but I don't know what all it's going to take.
Are you like graphic design software savvy?
No, I have a person that's has said they're going to help me with that part of it. So like I'm hoping to try and learn to do that, but I'm going to be leaning on some people for that. But I kind of want it to be like one of those things where like I want to learn how to do it,
Mm-hmm.
but I don't want to have somebody do it for me because I want to be able to do it in the future if I need to.
Right. Well, that's what I was asking if you know how to use the software. But if you need help, let me know.
Thanks. Yeah, I'm trying to. The first when I have it all done, the first milestone is just gonna have like a digital version of it because I'm not bankrolling a full however many 100 copies of this book to get printed.
But you'd be stupid not to set it up for print.
Right.
There, that was a little harsh. But like if you're setting up the PDF version, might as well do it properly for print and then just
exactly
have the digital version that if you ever do want to do prints, you don't need to reset it and
So it's like if I wanted to do like a crowdfunding type thing or whatever, I could have it ready to go. So when I started, be like, yeah, this is ready to go.
Yeah.
And maybe add stuff to it, but that would be a little easier at that point.
Yeah, if you have like for an Adobe person, if you use the InDesign template all set up, you can always add more pages. Just keep in mind that it goes in multiples of 4.
Goes in multiples of 4. Okay. Interesting.
If you're printing. Right, because you can't just every sheet of paper is 4 pages. Does that make sense?
Every sheet of paper is 4 pages, so you got
the book.
Okay.
Right. So if you
got the back of each one and 2 on each side. I got you.
So if you have a sheet of paper, it's actually folded in half and stapled. Right. So then 1, 2, 3, 4. It's one sheet of paper. So you can't have 37 pages. You could, but
unless you're going to have blank ones, and you don't really want to have blank ones in there.
Well, you could for sketches.
Yeah, it's true. Could leave one in the back for sketches, but then could also do like, yeah, buddy, give me like 2 more minutes.
Okay, and guess what? There was a battle.
Love when these kids come in.
All right. It's really funny because, well, he's 5. He can't read, but my daughter is 8 and she can. So I used to put this Post-it note on the door whenever I was streaming that was like, because they used to get mad at me if they'd walk in and I was streaming. So I put a sign that said, stream in progress or whatever. And eventually, at one point, my daughter took it. It was just a Post-it note. So she took it off at one point and wrote "No stream in progress" on the note. And I never realized it until somebody pointed it out like months later. But yeah, they know, and they don't care. Whatever, they're gonna do what they do.
Kids.
Oh well. Yep.
It's good. My girlfriend's the same. Are you screaming? Yeah, that's okay. I'm gonna go run the dishwasher. Seriously?
Yeah. I'm gonna vacuum at 10:30 at night.
Yeah. Here's a dog. She wants to bark.
Oh yeah. All right. Well, I better sign off so I can go do my task of whatever he was asking me to do. I gotta go figure it out.
Go do your chores.
Yep.
Cool. Well, thanks so much for hopping on. Just remind
for
everyone
having me
where
on.
they can find your claim sale.
Yeah, if y'all want to check out my claim sale, it is on my Facebook page currently. My Facebook page is Art of Gordon Wills, and it is ending on Sunday, so there's a couple days left if y'all want to go check it out and see what's up there. And
Sunday.
Yep. And I have a bunch of these sketch pages. I decided to put them on there just for the first time. And if anybody's interested in any of this stuff, just let me know. Got this nice Black Widow with a cameo by Spider-Man as well. But yeah, thanks for letting me stream with you and hang out.
Always a pleasure. Thanks so much. I guess I'll wrap it up as well. And maybe finish this guy next year.
Next year.
Well, I have a problem.
Artist
Yeah,
problems.
worst case. Yeah, artist problems. Cool. Well, thanks so much. Enjoy your weekend, and
You
we'll
too.
catch you later.
All right, see you.
Well, when he's gone, he's gone. All right. Bye, everyone. Have a good weekend.